honor tonight to introduce Michelle and Jennifer. Now, Michelle and Jennifer have been together for almost 14 years. Woo! They had their civil union ceremony in Vermont in 2000, but since then, they have renewed their vows in 7 states. And in each state, they have incorporated local people into their ceremony and into their celebration in order to help educate people on why marriage is so very important. They also, of course, registered with the Cook County Domestic Partnership Registry in 2003. So we are very excited to have with us Michelle and Jennifer. Please welcome them. Thank you.
Thank you, Camilla. We'd also like to thank Lambda Legal for hosting this wonderful event, and thank you everyone for being here. I'd especially like to thank my dad for being here and being so supportive to us. I'm Jennifer. This is my partner, Michelle. And as Camilla mentioned, we've been together for 14 years, and we had our civil union ceremony in Vermont in October of 2000. After that wonderful week in Vermont, as a legally recognized civil union couple, it was on our plane ride back home that we realized we were leaving our rights behind. While our civil union is special to us, it is actually having our civil union that made it obvious to us why marriage matters.
Here in Illinois, our civil union is not recognized. And our domestic partnership, as Cece mentioned, is only for Cook County, and it comes with no legal protections or rights. So essentially here in Illinois, we are considered strangers under the law to each other. Our civil union in Vermont cannot give us protection here in Illinois. We could be denied the right for hospital visitation. Our civil union could not help us here with that. And even if we had civil union here in Illinois, it couldn't protect us should we, say, travel just an hour and a half north to Lake Geneva, Wisconsin.
I volunteer in Lake Geneva for 2 weeks at a summer camp for kids with cancer. I have volunteered at this camp since I was 19, but this year I won't be able to volunteer. We're pregnant, and I'm carrying our first child. If I go into labor or need any special medical attention, there is not a hospital in Wisconsin that would see us as a legal couple. Michelle could be denied the right to even visit me in the hospital or to make any medical decisions. This is why marriage matters, because if Michelle was considered my legal spouse, as only can be defined through marriage, there would be no room to question.
You know, back here in Illinois, we've spent a lot of time and a lot of money trying to come close to even the legal protections that are accompanied by marriage. Now that we have a child on the way, it has become even more obvious just how unprotected we really are, despite all of our efforts. A task just as simple as trying to find a hospital where to give birth. It should be about finding a place with the level of care or quality hospital. But instead it's become an issue of, will they accept us? Will they treat us as a couple and see both of us as parents? In interviewing many hospitals, there were some that said that they would allow us to take our prenatal classes together, but we would have to register separately as individuals, not as a couple. And this is why marriage matters. Because if we were able to legally marry, this discrimination would not be acceptable.
In this time of preparation and saving for our baby, we were blindsided by the withdrawal of thousands of dollars from my paycheck, I was told, taken by the federal government. Let me backtrack for just a moment. I've been a Chicago public school teacher for 7 years, and we were fortunate to have domestic partnership insurance benefits through CPS. Like any other married couple, Michelle's insurance was covered pre-tax. Recently, it has been made very clear that we are not a married couple because, without warning, they took out the money saying it was because we are only domestic partners and should not have had the benefit of pre-tax medical coverage. Aside from the financial blow, this was even more emotionally devastating because it was demoralizing and leaves you feeling powerless because they are right. We are not legally married. We are not allowed to marry here in Illinois, let alone have marriage federally recognized. This is why marriage matters, because there are so many rights and protections that we do not have access to.
Jennifer is right, and as Cece had mentioned and Camilla had mentioned, there are over 1,000 legal reasons why marriage matters. And while this is part of our story, it's not unique. There are many in this room, and many who are not here, who have faced similar challenges and more that remind us why marriage matters. Marriage matters not only because Jennifer and I matter, but because you matter, because we all matter. Marriage matters to all children. It matters to all families. Gay or straight, marriage matters simply because equality matters. Thank you.